Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Saturday Night Football Review for round 22 of the 2021 NRL season, where we saw two games of football tonight. We saw the West Tigers beat my team, the North Queensland Cowboys, 24 points to 16. And we saw the Manly Warringah Seagulls absolutely pump and murder the Parramatta Eels, 56 points to 10. It was an out-and-out bloodbath. It was very one-sided, and I think Parramatta tonight showed absolutely no respect for the Parramatta Eels jersey, and Tom Trbojevic, just simply world-class. But if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. And also, in case you guys are not aware, 10:30 p.m. tonight will be the Nick from Australia late night footy show. So come on at 10:30, come sit back and relax and have a good time. It's going to be a great show. But let's get into the Saturday Night Football Review, and we'll go back to the first game where, unfortunately for me, the Cowboys were beaten by the West Tigers, 24 points to 16 up there in Townsville. I want to give a big thank you to everyone that tuned into the live reaction when I was live on YouTube for the Cowboys-Tigers game. So thank you to everyone that tuned in. It was a very good time. But let's get into the game. So the Tigers, I got off to a great start there. The first try in the 8th minute. Luke Brooks with a nice pass to Stefano. Big Stefano scores the first try of the game for the Tigers. Adam Doueihi converts the goal. Tigers 6-0 after 8 minutes gone. 21st minute, the Tigers score once again through Ken Mamalo. It goes over in the corner. Nice corner try there to Ken Mamalo. Tigers 12-0. 21 minutes gone. I'm just sitting there. Well, great. Here we go again. It's going to be another game where it's just absolute shithouse. And then in the 36th minute, the Cowboys score a very lucky try, but you take what you can get. Tom didn't put up a kick. It was an absolute bludger. Felt kicked it back inside. Robertson picked it up. He gave it to the young kid on debut, Griffin. Griffin. I can't even pronounce his last name. I'll give up on it. And then Jeremiah Nania. He scores his first try as a Cowboy on debut. Great work, Jeremiah. Nice to see. Cowboys hit back right before halftime. Tigers still leading the game at 12-6. And halftime, the Tigers led 12-6. And I thought at halftime, the Cowboys had pretty good completion rate. I think they had a few dumb things in that game as well. Their last tackle options were poor. And the first 30 minutes of that first half, the Cowboys were just diabolical. It was hard to watch. Tigers were doing good stuff, but they weren't that great, the Tigers. They were just taking advantage of the Cowboys' stupid mistakes. And then in the second half, first 25 minutes of that, first 15 minutes, I should say, of that second half, it's anyone's game. But the problem was the Cowboys' last tackle options, their decision-making, their attack, it was just awful. It was really ordinary. It was hard to watch at times. And then the Tigers score in the 57th minute to Kelma Tulangi, the young Tigers bench player. He came on and scored off a nice pass from, I believe it was Adam Doueihi that passed it to him, or Luke Brooks, one of the two. Tigers at that stage go to 18-6, and then 65th minute, Tommy Talau scores for the Tigers. It's 24-6. The game is well and truly over. And then the Cowboys decide to play some football. The Cowboys make a break there. They go through, and then Tom Didden ends up scoring for the Cowboys. Tigers 24-12. I'm going, all right, it's still 6 minutes. It's a big ask. And then in the 77th minute, Ben Hampton scores. It was a very nice try, this one. I think Jake Granville brought Hampton under, and he went straight through, and he ended up scoring. And then the conversion was missed by Valentine Holmes. I think he scored in the corner. Hampton scored in the corner. And then Tiger 24-6. And the Cowboys, there's about 40 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Cowboys get a penalty, right? Val Holmes goes for goal to try and get a 6-point game. And the Cowboys have to go 100 metres to try and get the golden point. Holmes misses the kick. It was just a shocker. And full time, Tigers beat the Cowboys 24 points to 16. And look, I could easily sit here and go off my rocket. But look, it's the same shit every week. Just not good enough. No consistency. The injury toll for us is getting out of control. Our entire back line is pretty much injured at the moment. I think Val Holmes and Kyle Feldt are the only two outside backs in our best 17 that were available. Kyle Feldt went off with about 15 minutes to go for a HIA. He didn't come back. We had players out of position everywhere. We have a young team tonight. We put up a good fight in patches, but just the way we played, man, it was so bad. It was so boring. It was shit. Defensively, we had some good moments there, but the edge defense, it was really bad. And for us to still score 16 points is actually a bit of an overachievement. But look, the Tigers, for mine, they were the better team. And congratulations to the West Tigers. They deserve to get the job done. And I want to give a shout out to Champa Videos. He's a mad Tigers fan, so well done to him on his West Tigers. And also, I want to give a shout out to an Instagram page by the name of Everything West Tigers. He runs a good page, and me and him are fairly good mates. So well done to Everything West Tigers. Your Tigers were too good tonight, and all the best for the rest of the year. Hopefully your Tigers can make it into that top 8. I guess we'll see what happens there, but well done to the Tigers. Some of the great players from tonight's game. I thought David Nofaluma was good for the Tigers. I thought Tommy Talau was outstanding. Ken Mamalo was good. I thought Adam Dewey was very good. Luke Brooks had his moments as well. 2 try assists. Stefano was an absolute handful. I thought Luciani Leilua played well. 12 was good. I thought Offa and Gallagher was good. I thought Kelma Tulangi was good. I thought Simpkins as well had a good game. As for the Cowboys, though, Val Holmes, just fucking clueless. I didn't care about his 220 run meters. He was absolutely shithouse. Dejan Nassi at centre was whatever. What can you do? Granville and Hampton, I do not like that combination at all. Drinkwater had a bad game. Dearden, fuck me, he can't kick a ball for his life, Tom Dearden. Jordan McLean was our best player. He was outstanding in my opinion. Reece Robson was good. I thought Lukey had a really good game. I thought Condon struggled in periods, but he needs more game time under his belt. I thought the bench players were good for us. Griffin, Naimia, and Jeremiah Naima. I thought they were both very good as well. Look, the Cowboys were poor. The Tigers deserved the win, and good luck to the Tigers. Well done to them on getting the job done. My top 3 players on ground for tonight's game. Number 3, I'm going to go with Jordan McLean, number 3. Number 2, I'm going to go with Stefano. He was outstanding. And number 1, my man in the match, I'm going to go with Adam Dewey. I thought he had a really good game, Adam Dewey. He had 2 try assists. He had 117 run meters. He did everything right for the Tigers, and I thought he was great tonight for the Tigers. So Adam Dewey gets my man in the match. And also a honourable mention to Tommy Talau. He was outstanding. He could easily be in the top 3 as well. I wouldn't argue with you if you did have him in your top 3. Talau was great, but Adam Dewey gets my man in the match. Tigers, too good for the Cowboys. And the final game, I will keep this one pretty short and sweet. Manly 56, Parramatta 10. This is a rivalry game going back a very long time. And my God, the Parramatta Eels tonight were absolutely diabolical. They were awful, Parramatta. They were absolutely awful. They were just out and out disgusting. There are so many question marks. Mitchell Moses looks fucking lost. Dylan Brown doesn't look like he cares. They had Nathan Brown doing stupid shit. Sevo looks lost. Gufferson is not worth $1 million. There's no way in the world he's worth that. They were awful, Parramatta. They were just absolutely smashed across the park, and Manly absolutely killed them. I'm going to go for this game real quick. I don't want to talk about it. Manly killed them. Parramatta were bad. What more do you want me to say? We'll go for the try. So, 3rd minute, first try of the game, goes to Brad Parker. Nice try, Brad Parker. 6th minute, Ruben Garrick. 20th minute, Tom Trebojevic. 26th minute, Ruben Garrick. 28th minute, Dylan Walker. Right before half-time, it was Tom Opacek scoring. Half-time, Manly 26-4. The game's over at half-time. I don't care what you think. The game's over at half-time. And then second half, tries to 58th minute, Jason Saab. 63rd minute, 66th minute, Moses Suli double. Olakawatu in the 69th minute. and Garrick scoring his hat-trick in the 72nd minute and Wagga Blake scoring in the 78th minute. This was one of the hardest games I've watched all year. Manly absolutely killed them. Tom Trbojevic, once again, at his absolute best, proving week in and week out that he is the best player in the game. And I guarantee you, he will win the Dally M. He is the best player in the world. If you don't think he's the best player in the world, you must be watching a different sport. This bloke is on another level. But some of the great players tonight, Turbo, easily man the match. Saab was great. Ruben Garrick was outstanding. Brad Parker was good before we got... Actually, Brad Parker, he went on for a bad HIA because Ryan Madison got sent off with a very, very bad shoulder charge to the head of Brad Parker. Now, Brad Parker, I'm not a big fan of him. I wish him all the best. He will probably miss about 2 weeks for that head clash, that head knock. That was brutal. Ryan Madison, on the other hand, he is going to be in a lot of trouble. He will get weeks for what he did. So, you know, Ryan Madison must feel like shit at the moment. So I want to wish him all the best. I hope he's doing okay. Because when you smash someone in the head and you really hurt them, you would feel like shit for a few days. So I hope Ryan Madison's getting good support around him at the moment because he wouldn't be feeling right. So I hope he's okay. Yeah, but Harper and Morgan Harper and Brad Parker were quite good. I thought Cherry Evans and Foran were great in the halves of the Seagulls. Kurt DeLewis, I wasn't really a big fan of him tonight. He wasn't doing a whole lot. Lachlan Croker didn't do much as well. Martin Tapau was great. Ola Kawatu was an absolute nightmare. Schuster was great. Jake Trbojevic, how good's his defence? It just gets better and better. The Manly bench was great though. Josh Alloway was amazing. Dylan Walker was unbelievable. Sheridan and Lawton as well. Moses Suli was the 18th man, scoring a double. I can imagine what the odds were for that. That would have been very nice. As for the Eels, though, it's very hard to say who played well for them. I thought Wagga Blake tried very hard out there for the Eels. I thought Ryan Madison had his moments. He tried hard even though he got sent off. And I thought Makatoa and Marana Niokore tried really hard as well. At one point there, Parramatta had 11 men because Niokore was in the sin bin. But Manly, far too good for the Eels tonight. My top 3 players on ground for the Seagulls and the Eels. I'm going to go with number 3. I'm going to go with number 3. I'm going to go with. Let's go number 3. Let's go with Dylan Walker. Number 2. I'm going to go with Ruben Garrick. And number 1, my man of the match, Tom Trbojevic. Who else? He was best on ground. Manly too good. But guys, that's it for the Saturday Night Football review. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys at 10:30 for the Nick from Australia Late Night Footy Show.